let me tell you real quick how we want to generate a random code in this video. So here we have our code characters, which contain 70 characters from lowercase, uppercase, numbers, and other letters. Then we have code length, which is the length of the code that we want to generate, and then we have the captcha code, which is going to contain the random code that we are generating. So the first thing that we're going to do, we want to create a for loop, so we can loop through our code length and add the characters to the captcha code. So we will say let index going to be equal to 0 until index is less than code length. We want to add 1 to the index. Now let's just say captcha code going to be plus equal to the code characters, let's say index 20, and just save it and hit refresh. You can see it will print us 6 times the index 20, which is u. Now for making the code random, we need to create a function. Let's call it random index generator, and let's set it equal to a function. And inside of this function, we want to return a random value for between 0 to 70, which is going to be a number between the length of our code characters. So the first command is return. To create a random number, we use math.random. Let me for now just here call for random index generator so you can see how it works. And if I just return math.random, let's save it and refresh, you can see this is the random value that it will return us. And as you can see, it will be a random number from 0 to 1. And since we don't need any decimals, we're just going to use another method called math.floor to floor this value so we don't get any decimals. If I save it and refresh, it will always give us 0. Because it is between 0 and 1 and it is always flooring it, it will always give us 0. And we want to set a range for math.random from 0 to 70. So the formula goes like this. We say math.random multiplied by, we have 2 parentheses again. Here we say the maximum value for, in our case, it is 70, which is 70 characters, minus the minimum value, which is 0 for us, and then plus 1. And at last, we're going to say all of that minus the minimum value, which is 0 again. You can also get the maximum value and the minimum value from the user, but in our case, we know that it's not going to be used for any other reason, so there is no reason to get them from the user. Now if I refresh the page, you can see it will give us a random value from 0 to 70 each time I refresh. Now the only thing that I need to do is to call random index generator inside our code characters index. And here, let's just say captcha code. If I save it and hit refresh, you can see it will give us a random value each time I'm refreshing. And I can set the length to, for example, 50. And if I refresh again, you can see it's a completely random token or random code. If you learned anything from this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel so my channel can grow and I can create more videos like this. Thank you. Bye bye.